Dark Tower. Floor 771. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Miles. Let's get started. Miles starts the attack and begins to hurl his iron around himself in circular motions. He uses Blade Flurry, level 3. 3 hits. 38,418 damage. God of Thunder retaliates with a brutal swing. This strike was a critical hit, causing 203,978 damage. Miles' health points dropped to 49,537. Seriously injured, Miles hammers back one last time. This brutal attack inflicts 16,008 damage. God of Thunder has 19,614 health points left before he is laid to rest. God of Thunder utilizes the lethal war strike, Pierce. 49,537 damage was inflicted by this assault. God of Thunder's opponent is brutally stabbed. Miles flops down battered. Hooray! Your knight wins 888 gold pieces, 94 serfs, 9 diamonds, and 909 experience. Floor 772. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Brian. The fight begins now. God of Thunder promptly attacks first. Brian jumps aside, making his rival miss. He slashes back. God of Thunder also shirks that hit. He attacks back while his opponent is still dumbfounded by his dreadful miss. The attack is a critical blow, inflicting 167,555 damage. Brian has 16,398 health points left before he is laid to rest. Seriously injured, Brian hammers back one more time. God of Thunder is fortunate saving himself, with a leap to the side. He swings back. Brian moves away. He parries that attack. He forms one hand into a fist. He grunts a bizarre word and a fireball, level 3, launches at God of Thunder. The fireball slams into God of Thunder, causing 50,320 damage. The remaining health points of God of Thunder are only 23,720. God of Thunder clasps his hands before his chest, lowering his head into a meditative position. In a calm and concentrated posture, he whispers softly, uttering the melodious words of an ancient incantation.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo.
Before Brian, 3 flawless duplicates of the opponent appear. Brian quickly makes his decision and charges with determination towards one of the knights to attack. The swift strike from Brian connects with precision and force, causing not only the mirrored image of the false knight to shatter into 1,000 pieces, but also all the other mirror images disintegrate in a destructive fracture. God of Thunder takes advantage of the situation and sneaks behind Brian. He takes his time, aims precisely at the neck, and takes a swing. Brian collapses. Phew. Your knight receives 793 gold coins, 94 servants, 9 diamonds, and 834 experience points. Floor 773. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Elwood. The fight begins now. Elwood yells a mystical phrase and a murky blue mist surrounds him. Magic shield level 3 activated. God of Thunder initiates the fight, throwing the first slash. Elwood avoids the onrush. Slipping away, he attacks with his sword. God of Thunder just managed to avoid the hard charging attack. Elwood mutters a strange phrase and is covered by a hazy blue magic shield, level 3. God of Thunder attacks. Elwood reacts faster, ducking under the blow. He employs the savage strike, Pierce. God of Thunder moves, dodging out of the way of the killing stroke. He clasps his hands before his chest. In a calm and focused stance, he murmurs softly and melodically, uttering the words of an ancient incantation.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo.
Before Elwood, 3 flawless duplicates of the opponent appear. Elwood quickly makes his decision and charges with determination towards one of the knights to attack. With the strike that hits the false knight, not only does his mirrored image shatter into 1,000 shards, but also do all the other mirror images around them. God of Thunder takes advantage of the opponent's confusion and sneaks behind Elwood. He takes his time, aims exactly at the neck, and takes a long swing. Elwood buckles in defeat. Ta-da! Your knight wins 853 gold coins, 84 servants, 9 diamonds, and 899 experience points. Floor 774. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Cole. Here we go. God of Thunder dominates with the opening attack. This attack was a critical hit. 200,574 damage points were inflicted. The remaining health points of Cole are only 27,647. Cole strikes one last time. That was a critical hit, causing 30,122 damage. God of Thunder clasps his hands before his chest, lowering his head into a meditative position. In a calm and concentrated posture, he whispers softly, uttering the melodious words of an ancient incantation.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo.
Before Cole, 3 flawless duplicates of the opponent appear. Swiftly, Cole makes his choice and attacks the selected knight with resolute determination. The mighty strike from Cole connects with precision and force, causing not only the mirrored image of the false knight to shatter into 1,000 pieces, but also all the other mirror images disintegrate in a destructive fracture. God of Thunder takes advantage of the opponent's confusion and moves behind Cole. He takes his time, aims exactly at the neck, and takes a long swing. Cole collapses. Your knight gets 790 gold coins, 87 serfs, 9 diamonds, and 631 experience points. Floor 775. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Haywood. The fight begins now. Haywood, attacking first thrusts. That blow delivered 26,736 damage points. God of Thunder utilizes the lethal war strike. Pierce. 154,301 damage was inflicted by this assault. God of Thunder's opponent is hit bad. Haywood falls to his knees. Booyah. Your knight receives 785 gold, 78 servants, 9 diamonds, and 902 experience. Floor 776. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Emmanuel. The fight begins now. Emmanuel hefts his weapon and begins the first attack. Emmanuel has stepped into level 3, trap the God of Thunder set. 119,876 damage. Emmanuel is trapped. He's trying to get unstuck. Emmanuel is still trapped. God of Thunder counter swings. The hit produces 66,597 damage points. Emmanuel's health points drop to 62,055. Howling in pain, Emmanuel tries to get free of the trap. Emmanuel slipped out of his opponent's trap. God of Thunder slips under his opponent's guard and swings. That blow was a solid critical hit, causing 197,615 damage. Sweat and mud fly all over. Emmanuel falls to his knees. Great. Your knight receives 809 gold coins, 81 servants, 10 diamonds, and 544 experience points. Floor 777. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus James. The fight begins now. God of Thunder, attacking first swings. The attack is a critical blow, inflicting 196,291 damage. James only has 86,565 health points left before he is beaten. James uses the destructive strike, Pierce. This rarely happens, but God of Thunder moves like lightning, fending off the stab. James binds his magic field bandage, level 3, to a cut. The magic gauze has restored 169,713 health points. God of Thunder utilizes the lethal war strike, Pierce. 256,278 damage was inflicted by this assault. God of Thunder's opponent is hit bad. James was trampled. Booyah. Your knight receives 941 gold coins, 87 servants, 9 diamonds, and 532 experience points. Floor 778. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Dudley. The fight begins now. Dudley hefts his sword and kicks off the first attack. Putting his foot into God of Thunder's level 3, trap. Dudley can't fight back. 115,988 damage. Dudley is trapped. He tries to get free. Dudley is still trapped. God of Thunder fakes a kick that stabs straight ahead. The attack is a critical blow, inflicting 191,602 damage. Dudley goes down hard. Splendid. Your knight wins 781 gold, 94 servants, 9 diamonds, and 879 experience points. Floor 779. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Desmond. Let's get started. Swinging first, God of Thunder slashes with his sword. This swing was a critical hit. 193,804 damage points were inflicted. The remaining health points of Desmond are only 84,509. Desmond swings in desperation. That beautifully thrown swing caused 27,504 damage points. God of Thunder slips under his opponent's guard and swings. He inflicted 65,227 damage points with that hit. Desmond has 19,282 health points left before he is laid to rest. At the end of his power, Desmond strives for one last attack. God of Thunder shifts out of range of the attack. Desmond slaps on a magic bandage, level 3. The magic gauze works quickly, restoring 166,987 health points. God of Thunder swings his blade at the body of his enemy. Desmond shifts out of range of the attack. He charges while his opponent is still shaken by his awful blunder. God of Thunder sidles away. He evades that attack. Desmond quickly binds a cut with a magic, level 3, gauze bandage. 92,044 health points are replaced. God of Thunder clasps his hands before his chest. In a calm and focused stance, he murmurs softly and melodically, uttering the words of an ancient incantation.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo.
Desmond witnesses the manifestation of 3 complete mirror images of the opponent. Desmond quickly makes his decision and charges with determination towards one of the knights to attack. The swift strike from Desmond connects with precision and force, causing not only the mirrored image of the false knight to shatter into 1,000 pieces, but also all the other mirror images disintegrate in a destructive fracture. God of Thunder takes advantage of the situation and sneaks behind Desmond. He takes his time and takes a long swing. 163,069 damage. Desmond employs the savage strike. Pierce. God of Thunder moves, dodging out of the way of the killing stroke. Desmond has been vanquished. Excellent. Your knight receives 882 gold, 88 servants, 9 diamonds, and 468 experience. Boss level. Floor 780. High Warlord God of Thunder, the Prophet versus Baal Peor, the Demon of Sloth. Let's get started. Baal Peor enters the battlefield and immediately, with quicker speed than his enemy imagined he could have, draws his bow, level 3. God of Thunder just manages to raise his shield. Baal Peor yells a mystical phrase and a dark gray mist surrounds him. Magic shield level 3 activated. God of Thunder slashes with his blade at the head. 10,831 damage points were inflicted with this great attack. Baal Peor was protected by the magical shield. In the middle of Belphegor's turn, God of Thunder counters with a slime pouch directly into his face. Baal Peor halts abruptly and tries to wipe off the slime. God of Thunder answers with a solid strike. Baal Peor dodges the blow. As Baal Peor takes his turn, God of Thunder unexpectedly throws a slime pouch directly at his face. Baal Peor halts abruptly and tries to wipe off the slime. God of Thunder tries to skewer his rival. He caused 43,326 damage points with that hit. Baal Peor gains some distance from his opponent and draws his bow, level 3. With great effort, God of Thunder manages to deflect the arrow with his shield. God of Thunder swings. This blow was a critical hit. 131,486 damage points were inflicted. Baal Peor was defeated and falls to the ground. Splendid. Your knight receives 1,102 gold, 126 serfs, 21 diamonds, and 717 experience.